morning. Good morning. Oh, my eye is running. Hopefully it'll stop soon. I had to take a Benadryl. Because I took my Allegra and it just kept my nose. I took it like, took it 3 hours ago. And my nose is still dripping. My eye is still running. I don't know. Let's turn this air down a little bit. A little bit more. There we go. It's a skating rink right next to my car. What the fuck? Anyway. Good morning. It's Valentine's Day. So, but you know what? The real holiday, not today. Tomorrow is the real holiday, because tomorrow is when all the candy goes on sale. Clearance candy. That's the real holiday. Clearance candy. And I'm leaving slightly later than normal, which is okay. I'll still be on time, because you know me, I have to leave early for everything, because I don't like to be late. And there's always the just in case, because you never know what's gonna happen. That's it. You never know what's gonna happen. So it's been a very uneventful 2 days. Extremely uneventful. Let me tell you, extremely uneventful. Which was kind of nice. Other than Dad keeping me hopping, yeah, it's been pretty quiet. You know? And I like that. I really like that. It's been pretty quiet. And I got some sleep too, which was kind of nice. You know, I don't normally get that. I don't normally get sleep, so yeah, that was pretty cool too. Oh, I was off yesterday. I'm normally not off on Fridays. But they're cutting the hours. They go through that. They'll cut your hours like one week out of the month, 2 weeks out of the month, whatever. I don't know. But whatever. Anyway. Yep, it's Valentine's Day, so we're gonna be busy. Lots of people buying crap. I can only guess where most of us are gonna be today, and that's gonna be over in seasonal in the Valentine's aisles. Because, you know, we need to get that shit cleared out, because we've already got Easter in the store right now. Pallets and pallets of Easter that are going to go up tomorrow. So I pretty much know where I'm going to be tomorrow. Probably in Easter. Oh, shit. I was going to say something. I don't remember what it was now. Oh, well, it couldn't have been that important. It couldn't have been that important if I don't remember what it was. But yeah, it's been really uneventful. Grateful for that. So life is good. I do need to look for a mattress today, or mattress topper. Not for me. Not for me. Dad has it in his mind that if I get him a mattress topper, he's going to be able to lay in his bed and sleep in his bed, which we've already established he doesn't sleep. But he says it's because he can't lay down in his bed. If I can lay down in my bed, I could sleep. Oh, okay. Well, all this time you've been telling me that every time you lay down flat, you can't breathe. And everything I've bought you up to now for you to use in your bed so that you can sleep in your bed hasn't worked, because you can't lay down flat, because then you can't breathe. So now I have to spend $100 on a mattress that he won't use, because he'll try and sleep on it, and that'll last all of one night before he realizes that he can't breathe when he lays down flat. Now, I've bought him those incline pillows so that he can lay in the bed at an incline. That wasn't good. He didn't like it. It didn't work. So I don't know. So I'm going to spend $99 on a mattress that will be used once, never used again. Because he thinks he can lay down into bed and sleep, after he's been saying for the last 3 years that he can't lay flat, because then he can't breathe. But he thinks that this buying him a mattress to put on his bed to make it slightly taller so, he can get in and out of it is going to make everything better. So anyway, that's what's been keeping me hopping for the last 3 days or 2 days, and him having a fit because he wants to leave the house, but he can't leave the house. I'm like, you can leave the house whenever you fucking want. You can leave the house. Where do you want to go? I'll take you wherever you want to go. We'll get in the car, we'll go. Just tell me where you want to go. I'll take you wherever you want to go. But he doesn't want me to take him. He wants to be able to go himself under his own power, which is never going to happen. Okay? He still thinks it is. He's still in Delulu land, thinking that he's going to someday be able to walk. Worth a shit. to get himself to the car and drive himself where he wants to go. He still thinks that that's a possibility. It is absolutely 100% not a possibility. His license is coming up for renewal. Okay. Now he has a CDL because he used to drive big trucks, heavy equipment, whatever. He used to drive big trucks. He still has it, the CDL. He doesn't want to renew his CDL. He just wants to switch it to a regular driver's license. Okay. So there's a form that you need to fill out to do this. I have the form. Okay. You have to take it to a notary and have it notarized, right? Which he balked at, but he still wants to do it. And I'm thinking to myself, you might ought to not call attention to yourself, because you're about to spend some money to do something that in the end, you're just going to lose your license anyway and not even have it, because you're going to draw attention to yourself, right? You're going to draw attention to yourself by doing this. You're putting your situation out there, right? They're going to look at this and they're going to notice that you're 92 fucking years old and that you should be driving anyway. So they're probably going to make you come in and take a test and drive. You know, you can't even walk. What makes you think you're going to drive? He can't even walk without help. And he thinks he's going to drive. And yet every day I hear, every single day, at least 40, 50 times a day, how bad he can't see. I can't see. Everything's all foggy. Okay. So you think I'm going to let you get behind the wheel of a car when you're telling me 40, 50 times a day how foggy your vision is? You can't even take your fucking medicine by yourself because you can't use your hands enough to pick it up. And you think you're going to control a vehicle? It just gets me, man, every time. And I'm really trying, you guys, because he's delulu, man. He thinks that he's gonna wake up one morning and be better. And I'm like, that's really not gonna happen, right? That's really not gonna happen, because you're just getting worse. And everything everyone is doing for you is not to help you get better, because you're not gonna. It's to help you have some semblance of normalcy and some, even though it's diminished, quality of life until you eventually die. Because that's basically all there is for you at this point. But no one will tell him that except for me. And he doesn't want to hear it because he keeps thinking he's going to get better. And I'm like, I don't know why you think that. I'm trying to understand where he's coming from. And I know he's just hopeful. I know he's just trying to be hopeful. And I get it. But he needs to be realistic. But yeah, I can see it happening now. They're going to want to make him come in and take a test. An actual driving test. Don't call attention to yourself, man. Don't call attention to yourself. I need to, I'm very curious. I'm very curious if his age has any bearing on our car insurance, because we're on a car insurance together. My car is insured with his car. We're on the same policy, okay? Because he co-signed the loan for this car. So, and I'm just curious because my car insurance rates have, ever since I started driving and having insurance, have been dictated by my age, my marital status. Okay, first it was expensive because I was under 35 and I was single. Well, then I was under 35 and married, and it still didn't go down because I was still under 35. All right, well, then I got above 35 and it went up again because I was divorced, and then it went up again because I was, and I'm like, what does my marital status have to do with my car insurance rate? Seriously. Do they just think, and because I was a woman, well, you're a woman and you're not married. Okay, so what does that mean? That I'm not as invested in my life or safety because I'm a woman who's unmarried? Is what? Do they think I'm just like gonna like freak out and blah and just start randomly bumper carring people? You know, I don't get it. I don't understand how they come up with these, what metrics they use to come up with these rates. I really don't, because my ex-brother-in-law had a DUI, at least one DUI. His license had been either suspended or revoked or some shit. And his car insurance rates for his car were cheaper than mine. And I'm like, okay, no tickets, no accidents, perfect driving record, okay? And I'm paying 3 times more than the guy that, you know, doesn't even have a goddamn driver's license. Is that why his insurance is so cheap? Because he doesn't have a license and he can't drive? He's not supposed to be driving? So we'll just give him, like, cheap coverage. Well, he was driving, okay? And if you think he wasn't, you're higher than he was. I'm just like, the fuck? How does somebody like that get cheaper insurance than me? You know? Oh my God. Is this unbelievable how they come up with this shit? And the health insurance, I don't even want to go there. That's just insanity. They need to outlaw health insurance, and, you know, everybody just needs to start taking cash, dude. Fuck that insurance. You know, paying so much money a month just in case. And then when something actually happens, you can't get covered. They're just like, nah, we'll cover 20% of it, or we'll cover 80% of it. You know, okay, well, all the money that I've been sending you for like every month for the last 7, 8, 9 years, you couldn't like funnel some of that back to me or something? You know? $6,000 deductible. You know, what the fuck? Who gets sick that much in a year if you're still paying out of your pocket? And that's just insanity. That's just, you know what? If I have to pay out of my fucking pocket, I'm going to pay out of my fucking pocket and not pay some jackass sitting at a desk, you know, to tell me I don't need something. But bitch, no. How did I get on this rant? I had absolutely nothing to talk about this morning, but here I am on this rant. It's fine. It's just things that flash into my mind as we're going along. I have to go in because I'm fucking starving. I was enjoying my time laying down so much that I didn't leave the house for the last 2 days. So I have to go in. No Pop-Tarts. I have to go in and get something for breakfast. So that's what I'm going to do. And I will check in with you later. And thanks for coming by.